5'11"?
5 foot.
6'12", or 6 foot.
I want to be 6'12".
I think, yeah. Granddad was small. So when you look at a picture of Grandma and Grandpa
Yeah,
on my
I know.
dad's side, if you look at a picture of Grandma and Grandpa on my dad's side, which I have upstairs, Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah, I'm like.
I got granddad's height, not my mom's.
I don't know where I. There's no reason I should be. There's no reason I should be 6 foot tall. Other than the fact that my mind may have just. I grew up around somebody who's 6'9".
Right. How
With both of my
tall is your
parents-
bio?
5'7".
How tall is your
I
mom?
towered over him. She's like 5'6".
No, Mama Outlaw is a little bit taller than me.
5'7".
No, I think Mama Outlaw's like 5'8".
5'8".
I think Mama Outlaw's 5'8". I'm 5'6".
My mom's probably like 5'4".
She's not. She is taller than me. Mama Outlaw is taller than me. And you know what? I got a picture of Mama Outlaw.
Not.
Yes, I do. I got a picture of Mama
If
Outlaw.
anything, they're more the same height.
I have a picture.
And the
of
more
Mama
I
Outlaw.
stand around you, the shorter you are.
Shut up. Me. That's not nice. You're so mean to me.
It's all like,
mean.
sometimes I'll be walking through my life and it's like I feel like a little kid, but I'll be walking through the aisle sometimes and it's just like, but then sometimes I'll be walking through and I feel like an adult and I feel taller and I can see over everything, but I feel like sometimes I can't.
Husband.
I know.
I have two more pictures. I don't know. We're about the same height. So I think your mom's about 5'7", 5'8".
So like 5'6".
No, I'm 5'6". She's a little taller than me. Mama Outlaw, I'm giving you credit.
5'7". So still, I have no right to be 6 feet tall. I'm not a woman. If I was a woman and 6 feet tall and my mom was 6 or 5'8", then maybe I can get there. But the only thing is my uncle is also as tall as I am.
See?
But my grandfather was dwarfish. Or maybe he was regular height and just watching my grandfather as a child stand next to my dad who was 6'9" made him look smaller than he actually was. And I think that may be it too, because maybe he was like 6 feet tall. Who knows? When I was a kid, we were in Ireland, and every time we would stop in a pub for my dad to get a fucking pint of beer, and my granddad would sit down with them at the table, and they'd all be having conversations, and I'd be listening to them, but the entire time I would be staring at my grandfather, because he would go from completely conscious to at the beginning of the conversation to just slowly falling asleep.
Granddad loved playing golf. And I don't have many memories of Granddad because we didn't spend a lot of time with Granddad. But we were at... I remember Granddad's house. I get to take you there. I remember the cabin, and that's a sore subject. Rest in peace, Bo. May the vulture rot in hell. Yep. Put that out there. And I remember the cabin. Like I said, I was raised around the woods, so I guess it's no wonder I'm a pagan. I was raised around the woods. You gotta open a window. I'll open the window.
I did.
You did?
Still open.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Did it smell better down here?
Oh yeah, immediately.
Good.
I don't know what smell it is.
Something I'd hope you liked.
It smells good.
Citrus something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It took that shit because it's our halfway down.
Almost smell like passion fruit.
I think it's citrus passion something. Yeah, I don't know. So
Let me tell you,
it's the only one, so it'll get changed out to something else.
I don't know how to prepare a dragon fruit, but I've never had a dragon fruit that I've enjoyed. Unless it's a vitamin water. What? You have very little trust in me as of yet, but it will increase as you turn more and more and often as your ego for guidance. For the result will convince you increasingly that this choice is the only sane one you can make. No one who learns from experience that one choice brings peace and joy while another brings chaos and disaster needs additional convincing. Learning through rewards is more effective than learning through pain, because pain is the ego illusion and can never induce more than a temporary effect. The rewards of God, however, are immediately reorganized as eternal, since the recognition is made by you and not the ego. The recognition itself establishes that you and your ego cannot be identical. You may believe that you have already accepted this difference, but you are by no means convinced as yet. The fact that you believe you must escape from your ego shows this, but you cannot escape from the ego by humbling it or controlling it or punishing it. The ego and the spirit do not know each other. The separated mind cannot maintain the separation except by dissociating. Having done this, it denies all truly natural impulses, not because your ego is a separate thing, but because you want to believe that you are. The ego is a device for maintaining this belief, but it is only your decision to use the device that enables it to endure. How can you teach someone the value of something? How can you teach someone the value of something he has deliberately thrown away? Right. How can you?
How can you what?
How can you teach someone the value of something he has deliberately thrown away?
Exactly. Exactly. That's a very good point. How can you?
He must have thrown it away because he does not value it.
Exactly.
You can only show him how miserable he is without it, and slowly bring it nearer so he can learn how misery lessens as he approaches it. This teaches him to associate his misery with its absence, and the opposite of misery with its presence. It gradually becomes desirable as he changes his mind about its worth. I am teaching you to associate misery with your ego and joy with the spirit. You must have taught yourself the opposite. You are still free to choose, but can you really want the rewards of the ego in the presence of the rewards of God? My trust in you is greater than yours and me at the moment, but it will not always be that way. Your mission is very simple. You are asked to live as to demonstrate that you are not an ego, and I do not choose God's channel wrongly. The Holy One shares my trust and accepts my atonement decisions because my will is never out of accord with his. And I have said before that I am in charge of the atonement. This is only because I completed my part in it as a man, and now complete it through others. My chosen channels cannot fail because I will lend them my strength as long as theirs is wanting. I will go with you to the Holy One, and through my perception, he can bridge the little gap. Your gratitude to your brother is the only gift I want. I will bring it to God for you, knowing that you know your brother. Knowing that to know your brother is to know God. If you are grateful to your brother, you are grateful to God for what he created. Through your gratitude, you come to know your brother, and one moment of real recognition makes everyone your brother, because each of them is your father. Love does not conquer all things, but it does set all things right, because you are the kingdom of God. I can lead you back to your own creations. You do not recognize them now, but what has been dissociated is still there. As you come closer to a brother, you approach me, and as you withdraw from him, I become distant to you. Salvation is a collaborative venture. It cannot be undertaken successfully by those who disengage themselves from the sonship, because they are disengaging themselves from me. God will come to you only as you will give him to your brothers. Learn first of them, and you will be ready to hear God. That is because the function of love is one.